So this happened the other day. I was sitting with a client who came to see me because of anxiety. We've all worked, I'm sure, with people with anxiety. It seems to be epidemic proportions these days. And it got me thinking about the interplay between our structural thoughts and our consciousness, and how those can weave together to um, create more anxiety or possibly to relieve anxiety. So, what I mean by structural thoughts. Um, Here's a good example of a structural thought that you can see can parent anxiety. There's not enough. It's not enough money, not enough love, not enough jobs, not enough food, not enough minerals on the planet for everybody. There's just not enough. Not enough. That definitely creates, coming from a place of scarcity, which definitely creates anxiety for many people. Another structural belief is the world is a dangerous place. Stay ever vigilant. You really can't trust people. Something bad's going to happen. Imagine staying conscious of that thought, just under the surface, always looking. Another common flavor I know that we've all experienced and seen is, what will other people think? As the underlying structural thought is, I'm not enough. I'm not enough. And in this world where might is right and survival of the fittest, it's particularly difficult when you feel like you're not enough. And what will other people think? So those are common structural thoughts that I find underlying anxiety for a lot of people. That is by no means exhaustive. There can be about as many different avenues that can create this state of being, of wariness and watchfulness. Consciousness is how much we're aware of those thoughts, how much is it just playing in the background that we're conscious of, not conscious of, and can we possibly take advantage of this experience? So there's two really important concepts that I think are really important that to interweave when working on a structural level with anxiety. The first one is the very common one that we all know, we all hear to it, we believe in it, but we all struggle with it too. Be here now. Be here now. We all struggle with that, of course. Our mind is racing in many different directions, as it should. We got a lot to do. We think we got a lot to do. And the other one is the state of being. The reason why the concept of be here now, though, is so important when working through anxiety is because anxiety has the flavor of watching around the corner, anticipating, thinking through, not being here now, just the opposite. And so there's a real pivot to change the focus, change the lens from over there, up there, behind there, to right here, right now. And that takes practice because it's tiring at first for many people. It's tiring. Our brain wants to do other things. So it's a little bit tiring. But it's, I think everybody would acknowledge the benefits of being present and not future tripping, or not worrying about something that hasn't happened, or worrying about something that will probably never happen, that you don't even know what it is that might happen. or what somebody might or might not think. So I want to challenge those structural thoughts with creating your own structural thoughts. And here's an example of that. Instead of, be careful, the world is a dangerous place, start imagining, yes, dangerous things can happen, bad things can happen. Who do I want to be in response to that? Who do I want to be in response to what's happening? Because so often who we are is what defines us to other people. How we act, who we are, and how we react to situations is what defines us. It's what binds us to each other. It's what makes us love each other. And it can also hurt each other. But notice this part is a state of being, not a doing. We're not human doings, we're human beings, of course. So what's the state of being I want to be in? What state of being do I choose to be in response to what's happening? How do I want to define who I am in response to who you are in this moment? And the beautiful thing about that is when you look at emergencies, stressful situations, people coming at you, situations coming at you, it's the same question. Who do I want to be in response to this? Who do I want to be? Do I want to be loving? Do I want to be compassionate? Do I want to be thankful? Do I want to be clever? Do I want to be smart? Who do I want to be in response to what's happening? Who am I in response to what's happening here? And the beautiful thing about that is state of being, you know how to be. So if you want to be compassionate in a stressful situation, be compassionate. Don't worry about what you're going to say. That's just the doing part. But the being is your part. Be compassionate. Then you don't have to worry about what you're going to say, what you're going to do, what's going to come at you. And you're also being here now. You're being in the present. That's in the present moment. And now, if you have a structural thought saying that the world is unsafe and bad things happen, imagine seeing that now as, yes, bad things can happen. And I can choose my state of being and who I am in response to what's happening. We can do that because any state of being that we choose, we are choosing to be ourselves. It's hard for the anxiety to hang on at that level.